Today I'm going to read Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And in this story, there is Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and little bitty baby bear. And of course, Goldilocks. Nice haircut, huh? Okay. Oh boy. So once upon a time, there lived a little girl named Goldilocks, who was very, very good, but sometimes she forgot to do things that her mother told her not to. But she asked her mother one day if she could go pick some flowers. Her mom said, "Make sure you don't go into the woods, because I've heard there's a bear family that live there." So off Goldilocks went with her little basket, and she forgot what her mother told her not to do, and she followed some birds into the woods. Very soon, Goldilocks came to a curious little house. And oh, she thought it was so pretty that straight away she peeked in through the kitchen door. In the meantime, the family of bears who lived there had just left out the front door for a walk. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. They went for a walk while their bowls of breakfast porridge cooled off on the kitchen table. "Hello," called Goldilocks. "Anybody home?" Well, there was nobody home, of course, and Goldilocks should have turned around and gone back to the meadow, but it was oh so pretty inside, so she went in anyway. Straight away, she saw those bowls of porridge on the kitchen table, and that smelled so delicious. She knew her mother had told her not to try other people's food, but she decided just to have a taste. First, she took a taste from the great, big, huge Papa Bear bowl. But oh, that was too hot. Next, she took a taste from the middle-sized Mama Bear bowl. But that porridge was too cold. And then she took a taste from the wee small Baby Bear bowl, and she didn't find it either hot or cold, but just right. And so she decided to eat it all up. Then she went into the parlor and saw 3 curious chairs. Goldilocks thought, those are the most curious chairs she's ever seen. So she decided to climb up, and she sat down in the huge Papa Bear chair. But only after a moment or two, she found that this great, huge chair was too hard. So she climbed and she sat down in the medium-sized Mama Bear chair. But this was not right either. And then she found the small, wee Baby Bear chair, and this was not too hard or soft or whatever. She thought it was just right. And she leaned back and crashed. It crashed to the floor. Well, you might think that being dropped to the floor like that would have put a stop to curious Goldilocks, but she saw some curious little stairs, so she was so intrigued she went up them. And at the top of the stairs, she found an even more curious and pretty room, and even though her mother told her not to be so nosy about other people's private business, she forgot not to, and she went in, and there she saw 3 curious beds. and straight away she climbed up on the huge Papa Bear bed. But, like the huge, great Papa Bear chair, Goldilocks found it too hard for her. So she tried the medium-sized Mama Bear bed. But that was too soft. And so at last, she tried the wee little Baby Bear bed. And soon she fell sound asleep. Just then, the bear family returned from their walk, and the great, huge Papa Bear went over to the kitchen table, and he said in his huge Papa Bear voice, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Then Mama Bear looked at her bowl, and she said, "Someone's been eating my porridge." And then the Baby Bear looked at his bowl, and in his wee small voice, he said, "Someone's been eating my porridge and they ate it all up." Then they went into the parlor. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," said the Papa Bear in a huge Papa Bear voice. "And someone's been sitting in my chair," said the Mama Bear in her medium-sized voice. "And someone's been sitting in my chair," cried the Baby Bear, "and they woke it all up." Yikes. Cautiously, the bears went up the stairs. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. And the Papa Bear said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." "And someone's been sleeping in my bed," said the Mama Bear in her medium-sized voice. "And someone's been sleeping in my bed," cried the Baby Bear, "and here she is." Oh. Then, just like that, Goldilocks woke up, looked at the bears, and they saw them looking at her, and she didn't know what to do. Instead, she ran down the stairs, and she ran through the kitchen, and she ran out the door, and she ran, and she ran, and she ran all the way home. And from that day on, I've heard that Goldilocks' scary experience there in the woods that day did wonders to improve her young memory. And while it's true that she still remembers, she sometimes forgets to do small things like tying her shoe or wiping her mouth after eating bread and jam, Goldilocks never ever forgot not to do what her mother told her not to do ever again. The end. Have a great day.